Good morning, everybody. I had a crummy night last night. I probably slept for about 2.5 hours. First, one of our daughters accidentally called at 11:30. She rolled over on her phone, and we were the lucky winners. That woke me up. Oh, till about 1:30, laying there tossing, turning, trying to get back to sleep. And about the time I drifted off, one of the dogs decided it was time to go outside now. Now. So up and out. And of course, that's never a quick endeavor. And finally, around 4 o'clock, I fell asleep only to have the beautiful birds who are chirping in the background wake me up. And at that point in time, I decided it was pretty futile to try to lay there and sleep any further. Joan's getting ready to go out of town for some training in business. I have some client phone calls. Might as well get the day going. Okay, why am I telling you all this? I'm not telling you this so you go, oh, poor John, you didn't sleep well last night. I mean, take one good look at me, you can tell that. I'm not my usual handsome self. Last week or the week before, can't remember which, I wrote a blog about my dad's final words to me. I have really lived a good and long life, but gosh, it went by so fast. And I talked about seizing the moment, and I talked about all the wonderful things in life we let go past. And if for no other reason, this stands as practice what you preach, John. As I was showering this morning, the good Lord put into my head these words: "This is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad." Now, I know there's some of you who get a little frustrated with the fact that I fracture scripture from time to time, and I don't quote it exactly, and I'll be the first person to admit to you that I don't. Thomas Aquinas, 5th century theologian, who I don't agree with a lot of what he said, but he said something that I thought was very true. He said, God reveals himself to us in the way we are most comfortable with. And I have a very formally informal relationship with God. In other words, when I hear that inner voice, Donald Trump doesn't walk in the boardroom, okay? And it kind of stopped me in my tracks, if you can be stopped in your tracks while you're in the shower, because this day is the only day of its kind. Notice the sunshine behind me. This is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad. But I didn't get any sleep last night. I have a headache, and went out for daughter number one's birthday. She turned 28 yesterday. I thought I chose a healthy option. I did. The problem is that healthy option created as Johnny Cash called it, ring of fire in my stomach. I have a headache from not sleeping. I have all kinds of reasons to curl up in the corner. But this is the day the Lord has made. It's not going to come again. I have a colleague, someone I respect tremendously in Utah, and she wrote an email to a group of us and said, I'm really working on healing my childhood. There were some things that happened to me. My father was very, very strict. She was in the Mormon faith, and Dad was very, very strict, wasn't allowed to do a whole lot. She's trying to heal that. And in a very loving, very gentle way, I wrote back and said that sometimes the best way to heal that is to realize that it's gone. This is the day. Now, I don't know what's out there for me today. I don't know what surprises are around the corner. But if I sit in the corner sipping caffeine and trying to jolt myself into some sort of reality, I'm never going to find out, because this is the day. Maybe it's the day I walk 7/10 of a mile. Maybe it's the day I meet a new friend. Maybe it's the day I get an idea, an inspiration for an article, book, DVD, CD, you pick one. Maybe it's the day I put it all together and finally slay all these dragons and demons that I fight on a regular basis. But see, here's the problem. If my mindset continues to be, oh, I didn't sleep. Oh, my tummy's on fire. Oh, I have 58-year-old aches and pains. Ain't it a shame? Pity party of one. Your table's now available. See, then all those opportunities just go through my hands. I really do believe in the law of attraction. I believe you attract to yourself what you want for yourself. But you can't sit there in the middle of the island and say, "Okay, Lord, send it to me. I'm ready to catch it." You have to look for it. It's kind of like truffles, not the chocolate kind, the mushroom kind. That there's animals trained to sniff them out, and a lot of times they're under leaves and thickets and all kinds of stuff like that. And I know I'm not an expert on mushrooms, so please don't get upset with me at that. You have to look for them. But if I'm so consumed and I'm so focused on the fact that I didn't sleep well last night and I really don't feel good, then I'm going to miss it. So, time to put on my hat. It's my old Milwaukee beer hat, because I'm from Milwaukee. Time to put on my hat. Time to get out there, and time to see what's going on. Come on. I can never do this right. Come on. You, take my hand. Come on with me. I know you may not feel real well. I know you may not have slept real well last night, but hey, this is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad.